owned by Abu Dhabi National Energy Company.
That is TICO.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is TICO. Yeah, and then we have the Ansah power plant owned by the Sunzai group of China. And then we have Cent, owned by Cent Energy.
Okay.
So these are the three companies, IPP companies.
When need three companies in Kwabena sign a contract?
Yeah. So that's it. Those are the ones operating in Ghana now. The IPP
so,
in Ghana.
Country director, no, the figures in free.
This man, we have very strong suspicion that he has been induced to say what he's saying. He might not have been saying it out of true reflection of what is happening. Other than that, I mean, he may be influenced negatively, or he may be told, giving figures that are not the case.
Because they deal with figures.
Yes.
And that is why I keep on asking you about figures. They deal with figures, right? They deal with figures.
Yeah.
So obviously the government of the day might have provided them with some figures.
Yeah.
And based on the figures, that is why he's making such statements. And the NDC as a political party, minority, in parliament, we need figures so that at least, and I say, country, a World Bank country director, no figures, so that at least we can do comparisons here. There seems media press conference, no, and Yantibi Biasa home.
What? But did he provide some figures for you to want us to counter with the other figures?
No.
Yeah. So he tackled the issues, and we tackled the issues in response by giving the impression that if he had said that, look, we have seen these figures, and that the figures are the ones killing the economy, or the ones that are creating the problem, we would have come out with. We said we have the challenge, we have the figures, and we have the evidence, we have everything that we had to challenge him, but he didn't come out with any figures. Now, you were asking whether those were the only independent power producers in Ghana.
Yes.
No, they are not.
Okay.
You see, did I mention Abuaze?
No.
No. But I didn't mention Tema, TIP.
No.
PZ,
No.
So, and then Tema Mine Reserves.
Okay, so
six. They are also.
So you have 6. TICO, Asogli, Cent, Abuaze, Tema.
Yes.
And then Tema Mines, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 6 companies.
Yes.
One of 6 companies are they all still working in Ghana?
They are all working. This information I'm giving you is the up-to-date information. They are still working.
Now, take or pay agreements, no, IND.
It has it depends on the details of the agreement. I'm not able to go into the details of the agreement to see whether they have functioned to a certain point and will end or not. It is an agreement to a period. Like I'm saying, the MPP has signed one for 20 years. So the ones we sign, depending on the nature of the agreement and the period it will end, is also
because the reason why I maybe said that question. No, we wanted to find out which ones are ended, and because you mentioned that there are some few ones are ended, but the MPP government renew those contracts. So we had wanted to find out whether is it TICO, Asogli Power Plant, Abuaze, Tema, or Cent, which one, and which period, and the MPP government decided so mobile renew no our time bay. Then we can know that look and yet NDC in Kwa and was such. So which are the ones that IND? And which are the ones that IND are the MPP government renew?
the information we have brought out shows that they have signed further agreements.
Okay.
Yeah.
With which ones?
Let me tell you. Let me show you the Mahama-led administration before leaving office secured funding for the commencement and construction of 330 kV transmission line project from Ghana to Burkina Faso. Okay, so the project, which was supposed to be completed by 2018, was intended to increase Ghana's expansion of power from 100 megawatts to 200 megawatts.
Okay.
So this project suffered due poorly to the unnecessary political interference.
Okay.
Now they have come in and have made attribution to this project. They have gone to sign their own agreements.
Okay.
And have spent so much money.
How much?
Let me.
How much?
I'm looking at the press conference we have done so that I can give you the details.
Okay. Because we wanted to have an idea about these IPPs. Saying that NDC sign contract in see that bay time bay and decide this almost be continue because now we are clear on the fact that the MPP government and so I extend and also renew some of the contracts. Which one? Whether a Tico and answer a tema mines one and answer Boise and answer Sogli or more renew no, then we need to look at the amount involved. Probably that will give us a fair idea that between the NDC administration and the Jomama and the MPP administration, at least you be wine abo or mineka, because now the idea out there and they say, oh, NDC for contracts almost inside. Even some of the people on the street, they don't know. Say a kufu no so buy no homo renew contracts nibi. And yeah, they are on it and they are doing their own thing. Right, so we had wanted to find out exactly which company time by MPP a government decided say almost so and the same company or they will renew their contract and at least a bit me my a fair idea as to what is happening. Say a what bank manager na AD true and you no you bet me at say. So you go back to the press conference no. At least the press conference no issues some raising and will give us an idea.
Yes.
So which are some of the companies? I'm interested in the companies.
I said, are you going to go back to it right now?
Yes, but then can be dealing with this matter. I want to know which companies the MPP government renew.
Well, I won't be able to give you the details right now, but the truth is that the shocking thing we have realized is that whilst they are criticizing us for the IPP agreements, they have gone to do more of it and sign an agreement for 20 years.
That is where my interest.
IPP.
That is where my interest is.
It is. I can, if you had drawn my attention, maybe I could have brought you the details. But they just called me. I just got up without even making any notes. I'm here to respond to this.
Oh, okay, okay. But munim a year companies no. Okay, so which means you don't even know the figure involved, right?
Which figures?
The new contracts almost sign up.
It's all. Let me see.
Ninya press conference anymore. Right? Ninya press conference anymore.
It's not in the press conference. These details we are talking about are not in the press conference.
Okay.
So it's not as if we have mentioned them and I can't remember.
Okay.
They are not listed in the press conference. If you look at the press conference, we talked about what we have done. We counted the fact that we have gone to sign IPPs, and it's a problem to us, problem to Ghana, are responsible for the energy debts, and we said no, they are not responsible for that, and that if they were if they felt that it was something that was hurting Ghana, why did they go to sign some further IPPs? to the tune of 20 years? Is it because you want to hurt Ghanaians? So the questions you are asking...
But Honorable, why involving all these figures in your press conference? Then I feel like you're not being fair to the World Bank director.
But the World Bank director did not quote figures.
That is what
he didn't tell us that we have... He said simply that we signed agreements and that the agreements were poor and that we could have, been going to sales from here to here. He didn't tell us what agreements. He didn't specify what agreements. He didn't specify what amount of money. But we can now say that it is not true, because if it were true, it would have been seen and known.
So, other than the minority, man requested further and better information from the World Bank director.
That's why we have done the press conference. They should tell us which part of it are they talking about. They should tell us which parts of the agreements we have signed that has created a problem. Now, if they come to tell you, you have stolen something, you haven't stolen anything, and then you begin telling about some things you have taken from somewhere and that it was only for this, that, you are just guilty of conscious. You'll be guilty conscious about that. If you have not stolen anything, say you have not stolen anything, finish. But if you begin giving details and say, I haven't stolen, it is only this that have happened. But that's the kind of thing he has done. He said we signed an agreement and it has become a problem. We don't know which ones he's talking about. How can you go and be talking about figures and say, there was this thing, that figure, it didn't tally well? No, we don't have to say that. We are not in government.
More raising issues about taking the contracts to Parliament.
Yes.
And that both MPP and DC and approve here. So which means more or less the MPP cannot exonerate themselves from whatever. If what the country director is saying, no cry. But when you say a wrong accusation
about
because paragraph 4, and let me read it for you.
Yes.
It is imperative to reiterate that almost all the power purchase agreements, PPAs, including early power, Amandi, Ansah, Ameri, were submitted to Parliament for consideration and approval. It is equally instructive to note that all these agreements were approved on consensus by both sides of the House, without objection from the MPP minority in Parliament. It would therefore be hypocritical for the very people who participated in scrutinizing and approving the agreements to turn around and criticize the very agreements they approved. Honorable, I have a problem with this portion. My problem, and say, so the minority, you join the MPP to approve ministers. Does it mean
not by consensus?
Really?
Yeah. It's when we don't agree, we vote.
Okay.
And so you see that there is, but in this one we brought it and they said, it's okay.
But somebody like Foriata, say by consensus, nobody approve,
Well, that's true.
So now should we assume
we take responsibility that we can't say no, because if we agree on anything by consensus and you come to access why we agree on consensus, we can't say no, we didn't agree on consensus. We'll only be giving you reasons why we have done that. Otherwise, in the matter of the power agreements that we presented to the House, there was no argument to the fact that there's something wrong with it.
And this MPP and raising any objection?
No. If the objections were there, we wouldn't have come to that point. They were presented, they were approved by the House without any
objection.
No objections. So if there were objections, they would have been raised. Yeah. So the point here we are making is that we went through the legal process. There was the agreements were subjected to the people through Parliament. They were examined and approved. And so if an outsider, the World Bank representative, sees anything wrong with it, it's a critique to Ghana, not a critique to NDC at the time.
Honorable, this take or pay contracts, NDC from Mahama time
no, it's been there. You see, a take or pay agreement It's because you don't have money.
It's been there since when?
Since the beginning of time. What I mean is that if you don't have money to install on your own,
yes,
like the Bui Dam,
yes,
like the Akosombo Dam,
yes,
we use our own money, do our own thing. If there's waste, it's still our waste. It's different. But where you go to bring an independent power producer, come and produce power for us, and the man is not sure whether when you produce, we will buy or not, then he will have to sign an agreement. Are you sure if we produce, you will buy? Then we say yes. If we do this and you don't buy, but you still pay, we say yes. Because that's the only way he can come and install his power. And that's the only reason why MPP, in signing the present agreement, they cannot do without agreeing to the take or pay agreement they presently have signed. Now, if you are criticizing us for signing it, why do you go and sign it? Even sometimes much more years than we have signed. 20 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so in your press conference, Murrezi about Ansah. Why not the Ansah about Ghana?
The Esla or Ansah?
Ansah, AKSA, Ansah. Because, okay, so let me read the sixth paragraph.
Yeah.
As if that is not enough, the current government has gone ahead to sign a completely new 207 megawatts PPA with Ansah for a 20-year period. And guess what? So it gives me
that's
an
what I'm
idea.
talking about.
Yes, it gives me an idea that the Ansah was part of those your friends say contracts almost signed 20 years. But honorable, I didn't know what figures when you don't present it to the World Bank. Why?
We are not asked to present. Who doesn't present
because
it
the
to the
figures
World
are
Bank?
here. The figures are
and
here.
you say we don't present it.
I'm just asking. I didn't know one fan come on. So okay, so from where you sit, these are because there be an information.
You see, no, government is an open book. Everything that you do is recorded. You don't even need to ask somebody to get it in truth. If the World Bank knows they know the truth. Because before they agree, before they
you are just assuming.
Oh, you have
I may be wrong, but I think if that is the situation,
are
then
you
the
saying that
there's
a possibility that the World Bank will not be aware of this that we are talking about? They are aware.
I
we have confidence that look, every expenditure you make towards building the economy is listed. And the World Bank is aware of it. They can't pretend they don't know. So that's why we feel that sometimes the man is saying that because he may be giving some wrong figures or he may have a personal reason for saying what he's saying without looking deeper into the books. Or sometimes people are ignorant because they haven't read enough. Not that the information is not there. You know. So all these are possibilities of the situation we are facing right now.
Saturday we say Ramo man for trim. Now people are just all over the place with Oma Boka, Marama Numa Boka, and dealing with the matter na babe. Mobile break way down to the ordinary Ghanaians so that they too can understand where the NDC, the minority, is coming from.
Well, let me just list the fact that, number one, the NDC, since Jerry Rawlings and Nkrumah, has generated more power to this nation than any country, any government.
Okay.
The MPP administration with Kufuor 8 years did not produce a single unit of power.
Are you sure?
Yes, they invested in Bui. Bui was not functioning at the time. We came to look for, we came to activate it for it to function. Number two, we looked for cheaper energy to power our energy plants through the gas installation, the Ghana gas installation. So instead of paying so much for power, we are paying so little for power now because we have our own gas.
Okay.
Number three, we found a way of paying our energy debts through ESLA, the energy sector levy.
Levy, yeah.
Which these people criticize and have now come to extend, and is helping to solve the many power challenges we have. And the third one is that we have generated 1,000 megawatts. John Mahama's administration generated 1,000 megawatts, much more than any of the previous administration have done within 4 years.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so we have done so much. Rather than praise us, they tend to criticize us for issues that they themselves have failed to address.
I see.
So for us, we have done much more than anybody would imagine that within these few years we would have done this to create the needed power situation in Ghana that enable us to sustain all the increased investments from external and
but
from
then
within.
I'll ask this question again.
Yes.
Is the minority ready to present all these facts to the World Bank country director?
Of course, yes.
When?
If
Because I think he needs to know.
so now we have done our press conference. Our next line is to let him know the lapses, and we are doing a paper which would definitely get to him, for him to know the lapses he has left out, the things he has left out and didn't address, or didn't appear to know. Yeah.
Last year, me person me busao me call social media from 11, 12 midday coming.
Yeah.
Then uko social media, most of the people feel like the minority was just attacking the World Bank director.
Oh, but if you hear the press conference, we didn't attack him. We just brought out the issues. You said that we signed an agreement, and the agreements are a problem, take or pay agreements. And we tell you which ones. We just ask him which of them has a problem. We
Because
don't know.
you have about 6 agreements.
And yeah, not all the 6 agreements are done by somewhat. The one that is, for example, done by the power company is done by the power company itself.
Okay. Okay.
They are. So if you say there's a challenge, where is the challenge coming from? Be specific and let us know where that challenge is coming from. Now, if they say that there is an excess power, we have done that to generate excess power. Where is the excess power coming from? If there's excess power, why will MPP go and sign further agreements? And it is also a take-or-pay agreement. Why will they do that? It means that there's a lapse, there's a problem. He doesn't seem to have brought out, he hasn't brought out the issues concrete enough for us to appreciate the fact that he knew what he was talking about. You see, so for us, this is not an attack, but to enlighten ourselves and to help him to understand much more than what he went out publicly to say.
Is it possible, Sir Ken Ofori-Atta, probably the finance minister or the government is providing him with wrong figures, wrong facts?
If he says that they are providing him wrong figures, it will be irresponsible on his part, because this is a man who has the whole of our books in front of him. If he doesn't have any, he can ask for, because we are looking for support from World Bank, and everything that is required is what we are going to do to get them to approve us. So we are not hiding any books, or we are not supposed to be hiding any books. So if they bring him wrong figures and he goes to publicly to talk about the wrong figures, it will be most irresponsible on his part to do so. Yes.
Honorable, finally, dear Nadija Ghana for on this particular matter. Take or pay.
Yes.
NDC Aboka. Now the MPP, they are carrying it like to market.
We now want to tell Ghanaians that it is a lie. It is not true that we have brought debt onto the government or onto the economy. To the contrary, we have brought relief to our energy supply needs. Through us, we have brought Ghana gas. We used to buy with we used to spend so much money buying gas. Now we don't spend that much money buying from 38 to 6.
Yes.
You know, we have created an energy sector levy, which is used to address many of the indebtedness in our energy supplies. We have brought in 1,000 megawatts of energy supply to Ghana. We have done so much, and Ghanaians when a government is desperate, like the MPP, they say all kinds of things. They try to escape.
No, but they'll tell you that where the a World Bank country director.
And that's why I'm saying the World Bank country director is not well informed. If he were well informed, he wouldn't have said what he has said. And now I think that Ghanaians must know the difference between us and MPP, and that for all that they have done, for all the 600 billion they have gone to take, they haven't done a quarter of what we have done. For all the 600 billion they have gone to take, they haven't invested in the Ghanaian economy as we have done. And we can't be compared with them. They are a failed government. We have inefficiency in governance. There's a lot of backwardness in what they are doing. The people of Ghana are suffering because of poor administration, and the economy is suffering because they fail to manage it properly. You know.
Oh, there are two issues here that I think Ghanaians are interested to know exactly what is happening. The issues about the PDS. Maybe any updates on the PDS? Is the minority interested in that matter, pursuing that matter, or the minority has just shelve it as usual? Then the issues about a married deal, what ensued between the president and Ejako. Is the minority interested in pursuing it, or that's the end of that matter?
Oh, we are interested in everything. You remember that when the Ameri deal came, and then we showed a lot of discontent and opposed it vigorously.
Yeah.
It collapsed.
Yeah.
It collapsed. They couldn't go ahead to do what they wanted to do, because you can't invest in a project that will end in 5 years' time and is left with 3 years to end, and then you go and extend it to 15 more years.
But I think they sent some group of people to I think Dubai or wherever to go and do investigations.
And that's the laughable thing. Very laughable, very offensive, and requires further investigation.
Which means if they are not able to continue with whatever they want to do, which means they have caused financial loss to the state.
They have.
And is the minority interested in pushing?
And when they asked them to go to Dubai, the company they were going to investigate bought tickets for them in Ghana here, a government, to go and investigate them and come and report that they are not doing well. Can you imagine that? And so they were already bought from the word go. Look, in the UK, a minister benefited from a flight. The prime minister was given a flight ticket to fly his family to another country on holidays. He was surcharged for that, and was even compelled. People were asking him to resign for that. In Ghana, the ministers who were asked to go and investigate it, the tickets that took them to Dubai, the hotel they slept in, were sponsored by the company they were going to investigate. Can you imagine?
Oh, okay.
So what did they bring home?
Okay, so the money is not from us as a state, right?
But what they have done is worse than taking money from us.
They took the money from the company.
Why would that happen? How will you bring back? Look, somebody has taken your money for nothing. Yeah, somebody is corrupting your country. You are going to investigate the person. What is the result of the corruption? The person has corrupted you even more. I mean, how can we live in such a government? It's a painful experience.
What about PDS?
PDS matter still being investigated further, and we are still monitoring what is happening, and
we don't hear the minority talking about it. We don't hear anything from the minority on the PDS matter.
Yeah, because we can't be talking every day. Once we have made our position very clear, we are going to bring it up at a time when we think that it is best, for the people of Ghana. Strongly brought out. We will strongly bring it up at the time we know is best for the people of Ghana.
Then finally, this issue about tariffs increment. Those who go and buy prepaid, those who pay for postpaid, that's for electricity. It seems like you buy the prepaid and it will take you buy 50 cedis, it will take you just like 8 hours. I don't know if Parliament has received such complaints. You buy 100 cedis, somebody will send a message and tell you I bought 100 cedis and within 2 days it's off. Some are using as less as 3 points, maybe one fridge, one bulb, and maybe some fun be. And one no.
This is you see, I just hope that Ghanaians should wake up right now. So much is going wrong, so much is going improperly, and yet people are accepting it all.
But Ghanaians believe that the minority is not doing enough.
No, we do what we can. We bring issues out. People are still sleeping. We are not protesting enough, and it is bad for Ghana because if we depend on Parliament alone, we have a limit to reach.
Okay.
And if you say this is my party, and every single time MPP is my party, they bring up issues, you go to argue against them. It is Ghana, we are collapsing. We are just praying that we get relief from all this from 2024 when the NDC comes to power.
But I think, sir,
we need to correct.
Ghana for person raising this kind of issues our Parliament always.
We have raised them on and on and on, but we won't give up. You remember, we are going to continue doing enough press conferences, and we'll bring up issues out. We'll mobilize protests, and as we go on to the elections, and see whether there will be response from the rest of you.
All right. Nti ada mobile ready to go for Asen North no. Moma yehuna yenyina ye no monko. We wish you the best. We hope the NDC can retain the seat, and we hope say tujimi mo enkopie ewo ho, and the people can think differently from the people of Kumawu. At least we are hoping say omo Asen they will think differently. Because when you listen to somebody taking 50 cedis to go and vote, the kind of things the person will say, knowing for sure that we have a problem as a country and the economy is not going on well, things are getting worse each day. But at least we are hoping say Asen North will be different from what we experienced or witnessed. Honorable, thank you so much for coming.
Right, thank you.
I mean, Shabebre. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Mame Kobo sa a deal with quick one. Issues about a year one more or more ekoto enyema. Na enyema or more eto and me raise one issue. Olivia said minority cannot do it all. The people must rise up. Olivia and Crawford rise up no, omo rise up say omo rise up say Crawford do omo tumi ahye obinsa. So which means minority no and to omo baby. But notwithstanding that no, the minority they are working. They are doing their best. But there are other issues we believe say they can keep on drumming such issues. Kopem say they should keep on doing it because I won't come and sit here and talk about a MPP because when you have MPs, almost me say almost a finance minister yet, almost me a press conference. The following day, near friend almost question them. So you should be in line. So businessman be crab share my iska, and that businessman no be share my iska intino. I didn't fire what your finance minister on your side. That's the kind of zombies in MPP. So with them, I don't want to talk about. I can only talk about the minority because we see hope in them. We believe that they can do it, and we want to urge them to do more. Omunya Emma Ghana for they are representing Ghanaians. Omuna Oma for more represent Omamuni nyina. So at least let's get the minority on their toes. Getting them on their toes doesn't mean say they are not working. They are working, but the person more. For the MPs, let's forget about them. I mean zombies, zombies. When you have Oseche Mensah Bonsu leading a pack of zombies, you can understand why Ghana is what it is today. Menya basa onwane constituency asai ajrega enye niema tete apansam. So you can imagine eye niema BP MPs ne yomo. Into omo de informal semonto nchen. Let's focus on the NDC MPs. Let's focus on the minority. Go to Ashanti region. Go to Aswanse. Check from Aswanse ene eyo se HMS abonsu a constituency. Obeti de metre on ase. You go to NDC MPs constituencies, you can see development, you can see projects, improvement. Jachi question, a year or buy 2020 year or buy you. Sorry, 2 years, say 3 years, and omo ede court, a 2 no. Kwasha Juma, why aha. So, Safo no ne catch from say, Munya more. And it's a motive say bought minority for no ye come na kokomua. We believe that they can do it. And we believe they have more to offer. And that is the reason why we are calling on them. Issues about a year PDS. Enikwa say a koda. As a PDS once no sorry. Issues about a year sa Ameri once to sound for at the court. Well, company no sponsor omo kwaju omo enia disika kwa ababa betranse bibia enfrimu ama. We should talk about it. We should ask them questions. Yet kromwa omo to a 40-member committee. 40-member committee no omo gunu kura no yante just for dollar in 2018. Ono omo to a 40-member committee no just to make sure say dollar ebetimi stabilize nipa mako 40 nipa mako 40 eno omo yi wo. So you can imagine the kind of people we are dealing with, and these kind of things the minority will help us raise it. The NDC should have strategy. Say woyome wamutimi sustain woyome for almost how many years. Woyome see a time be woyome see I think 2010 see 2010 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 20. Where you may, omu jinamu sa to 2016. Where you may, omu jinamu sa to 2016. Where you may. So if they can able to sustain where you may issue for a year, 6 years, right from 2010 or so to 2016, even now, krano omo abontinu no omu ntimi enka where you may be. First part no de year enyom eto. But say no omo afere omo anyum kra omo ntimi nto. Then if you have issues like a friend say PDS ene matantan to say a married deal here woman go as here, then I think it's just right that the minority should keep an eye there. Nyamani bi wo a omo mayente mehu honorable candor agenda 111 ogina so den saa ne pese omo ye no mom peki obia mpeke ne sector adekura AC na mon gina so na afa de momfa enye dede magana for ente. That is what I want to say. De me pese me mamo ete eno no wo hwe akando hwe se de apak wasi ayire basic school feeding. Any basic school for textbooks issue, a pack kuramu den. You pick okujeto blakwa, okura cathedramu, no okura sofu esi or the quarter cross so be pietom, eda watch. Any baba kufu, okura quarter crone shall be pietom, watch form, no a cathedral form, or why no aqua a foreign affairs and send 70 form kakra, okujeto, ekuramu den. Sam George, ekura, tumu deep way mu, and watching one more new sa, Titia Yanni Bisho, or Masum, one more num, one more hinim, one more de, one bed beer, what it is Sam George to Tibi Show, or Frebby Mortar, or ye be to say, clay no clay, bon toffer, they are shabby, or more down, or more baby something, what they are shower, Sam George. So, Munya, we can only encourage you. Some issues about PDS, Ameri, and Napa, Ejapa, God for oil, you say, Eya Krono, complete ɛyɛ krono baomia ɛyɛ kromfo baomia is a thief a criminal sa gold for oil no baomia no ewia ene wo ka kyerɛ mo sɛ wo yɛ kromfo a ɔmo si yɛ court na saa time ɔmo nkola hosiandoye samia okunom ɔmo tra jomama yɛ kromfo jomama mfi ɔmo da wa man ɔmo da na ɔmo nim sɛ asema jomama kan ya no sɛ montra ba mu dantimu tinkyɛ na mo keka nkwase asɛm ampa today ene wo ka kyerɛ baomia so yɛ kromfo a ɔno no se ne buafu ɔnte aseɛ so yɛ kromfo sa gold for oil no krono World Bank aka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ they should review it. Wonim sɛ NDC ehu saa adeɛ wei. See the way a wɔn si manage yɛ. Ɛyɛ a wɔn ayere saa asɛm wei. Ɛyɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ deɛ di ho nkɔmɔ siesie yi. Energy debt no. Wɔn sɛ deɛ wɔn si yiri mu. Ɛba Friday meboa. Wɔn sɛ ɛda kɔ yɛ interview no. Friday, Saturday ɛna asɔ wɔn di ho nkɔmɔ. Kwasi ada. ɛna ɔmo ma ɔmo nkola no ɛkɔ ɛyɛ friend say press adeɛ Monday ɛnura wohwɛ ɔmo newspaper headlines na ne nyinaa pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ okɔ ɔmo portals no a brɔfo ɔmo de atwerɛ no wotumi sɛ nipa da sani na tena cantonment ɛna watwerɛ no pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ gyimi nti wantumi anyi bi amfirim ɛna ɔde sɛnde wɔmo ɛna ɔmo so gyimi nti ɔmo ayɛ te ɛna ɔmo print ɔmo ɛde stories ne nyinaa kɔgu ɔmo online pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ entu redi ne nyinaa no a ebesi ase yɛsɛ adwomahama uridi stories ni nyinaa de free daily graphic eba daily graphic de obeka say daily guide for na troye daily guide for de ayi efra ne say chronicle de obeka say yi na troye statesman for na troye obeka say statesman for na control Peace FM online obeka say Peace FM online na betro city obeka say city na control joy you see so mpacho money na ho so good for oil eya krono SNDC di china mama so ebo da wurom obi ate se eye krono eye akromfo baomia eye kromfo na oye saade no World Bank akasa atia na ye nyina na ye dia term se World Bank aka obi ade enye sa ne ye dia term ye nyina dia term ne ye dia moja wo ma fom ho adi ama eye krono baomia ebo no obi a ehwe wo mo ehwe wo mo obi a hwe wo mo ha Bank of Ghana to exit gold for oil policy. They find out omo nkrofo ni bia. Ento omo hwe omo and omo ye din and omo nenam ho. And so omo so ayiri mu because there's a problem with the gold for oil. There's a problem. There is a problem. Asem wo ho. Obi aseseska, obi awieska, they are not talking about it. There's a problem with it. And ye na so omo di ho nkomo. Ye na so omo ka ho asem. So these issues about Yadika, Mesre, na me can say me Ansah na honorable people eba. The breakdowns no honorable people ediamayeno. Even with this document, send this bepe a committee. Some of these issues, ombeye be in Dagbani, ombeye be in Ever, ombeye be in Ga, ombeye be in Bono, no mud atwa petia. Ebebwa wo mo. Don't tell me say yet politics no. So opponent no upgrade ya also upgrade. Opponent no or upgrade also upgrade. Me catch now Ansah na honorable people beba. Say omo my boys say them recordings. Every next week you go. Ubo say owa no be the bibia beto TikTok. Te say the Osre JM no. Wa me aboka wie wo kwai. Oh wow, 1 month time. Omudi bi beba. Wa me aboka wie or kwai. Enti listo we yemfa asem we nyaawo. Minim de wo baba beka. Yemfa nyaawo. Enti yen na yemfa nyaawo no. Amanfo use strategy. Se wan use strategy a obi be use strategy amount. All right, thank you, Tete Abraham, Juliana Belinda Obri. Yeah, I can't. No, make a candle. Hey, me on grad them dika boss Juliana. So one thing here, a candle there. se ma mo akando dia na che se ma akando Sam George Okujeto a pack they have been consistent with their activism. Omo dia ne activism o. Enye se asemba no mo baba be ye abekabi no mo ko da bi eye activism omo gina mu 24/7 Sam George say otimi kwa and I say me so ni Nigeria ni trumuntu bi dia tam e wo social media no oto aboy bi na Sam George no so no won fa ne anointing ho otimi yi anointing ni si nchen no atwa wada pa
yi anointing si nchen no popular stand
na ni wo ye so Sam media me Sam George e ho na mepe me wo ye ne saa me hia so obeye madamfo ye ne say na mpe no odi say nu nkrofo ne bi hwinim odi bi nu wo anum otimi de nsa wo obi ba bi eso na wo sa kwasea no aka cho so wo kwasea na me yesa me dadama na metiem George konsa George nsasa George konsa say na mpe otimi sisa abo ogu na tarim bia be ye abo 20 Ansah na omrafi no ato ni nyina masa Ansah na George aba be drufie na no se mi hu se osai ni Australia ni kwasea trumuntu ni bi dia ahyem wo ho no ototo bi mane no o se wo mo se wo mo ne credit card wo mo sizio se dia na se Sam George ensi ho brafie akpela ni ayi wo ho ademe ayi ya friend say adafo bankun betiti bi di ensi wo enkoya hwe Okujeto sei wodi kotokro ekura kronfo baako ne dro ne pietom hwene fom saa otimi twinu a de ne to atechem no de na ba awiem na ne ho awo no ase atwene kwa akoto gotem de na for dogono de ne firi dogodo de ne nam saa tinetie ne bi wurawura ne hwini na sum ama sese wono no waka dem waka na sore dem wo ohunu ba bi omfamfa wabokro no ya chew no akwasha atare abia nimu say on God enye ono a was it enye ono a
God no go shame
God no go
when you are a walking shame
yeah enyame nam Okujeto so gu animu ase e de
clear definition of shame
e de kotokro pietom
say osofo a wo namo a sabio udi ubonyame ehu daru. Now God is not a criminal, God is not a thief. Now when him go say we account osofo or dual identity or mami mienu or papa mienu date of birth mienu otimi announce say na otwi me date of birth my birthday the following birth 3 months no say the birthday
when him say
such a person
when him
and
say
you say God no go shame
God
you are a shame
when him say
you are a shame in a society like Ghana
when him say NDC near and kasam ne Kumawood and their movie.
Yes.
Part of strategy.
Yes. Yeah,
I mean, but na na onim de dia enamani abre no. Enema ni bi wo ho a wo de nwaye bia ye frasant ni mam de enim. Wo mo seda. Unim say MPP timi even rent asofo a omo stations e preach.
Oh, na say no there. I mean, those are the things.
NDC put in those efforts. But here,
you see,
here when you say, omo ye videos, so oba na wotemia.
Yeah.
Omo asase mahwemienu, enra na dwonkwane ahomachi mahwemienu. Na omo so TikTok eyi na deda handle so. Mahama, say ka odi jana na pani. Na electricity wa bona naka. Na entimi ntuana mo se abebo ne din o baba ma ye den hweka se we banga brofisi ka eka one strategy no sa na omo de eye slay queens ne ye proud to 2020 unnecessary videos audios no omo bo no omo sre as omo di agro eya kankasa ne ntino e travel fast omo mfa dagba ni kasa nya bida omo mfa kasa nya bida onti so omo de ewe anase ada kasa gadangbe eye bida.
That's true.
Wo mu ni ma de kro omo ye tuwe no omo ye mienu mahama no boy a kase hey oh minim se papa nam ga se na na do na nya ade se mahama wo bo na naka ntina na ntimi mu o man wa kwa ja sma o chance edi wo sha
o be dwin say kwasem basane ye politics what you say
but na kwasem
wo adwin na o chi
ade am ya na se ne say
se wajimi ayete wo wajimi ayete wo the point is that Kwabena kopem da NDC be hu say nothing happens easily no
nothing
and I say obi nsore nkasa kwa no
bibi nsi keke
that's what I want to say
bibi nsi kwa bibi
ebesi bia woni senti ene wona sekire oh amayosem yentena se NDC style no ekwa bi so eboa but enye ade a ubenya resource ententem
nka NDC die no ene nkeye
eno na ye
se yemfa entro ne bone
enye isi enye entro no krasem na pesemeka entro na sem ne de udi politics muntra wanim gu asententem enye entro na sem na meka
okay
say you sit on the fence, sit on your oars and think say something will happen. For example, Shanyoma ye kum asomai. Now it looks as if say the NDC is not empathizing and sharing the pain with the Ghanaian. They are. You see, you may think they are, but Ghanaian, you know, ni refi say NDC no e Ghana for na I join. Till NDC for leadership na join say ye wo petrol crisis a ye ni MPP petrol pump and ye wo NDC petrol pump.
Obi ahon kire no.
Obi abe feel the pinch of it. What must say? That's how they are thinking.
Yeah.
But ye side of your tradition, you know. Ye nwe sa. Te ye ntia ye nwe sa ne say Magana ni hu say wo na
me na me kwa ma
yeah e won say ye nyina na ye feel de but wo obi a oye okomafo what must say enu nti no Ghana ni no ba bagina di say ye tutu petrol kura we na na ekomaye but NDC ni de opese wan kasa wo de wa adwen eye adwuma but Ghana no ye adwen na de trim no ye te say enyan Ghana ni
that can save you
Debbie yet say giant. No, if you read psychology, you understand the brain of Abwe giant and you know how Ojain will behave.
That can save you
Aponche ni Ojain. Unso almost say but bako na dwin na dan tirimu no so opese okume de me ya aponche nkwan medi me hia ansa na mewu
onim de ntia aponche ehunu ka na odwane sima ka kire da unim sa aponche ni odwan tu kwai omo bana betri ni jijiska na odwan ete driver na chi no odwan ya ono de enwai jijimi odiri kai ska to ode man no mate nansi sawom na aponche ete gate na no na mate say eja no so to boy say nuru baby a edu ade video sika kwai to mu dru eye destination ono na aponche no say na minua no odwan ne nsesa akamu na mate nsi meyi ama no mate dani na ni aponche si ye hwan wana pro abonche aponche aponche ko ana mate ni ka chen say odwan wonu nua na nenam ye de ate no odwan say me hia me say ye omo yi odwan si etukai ko enti efiri ono odwan hu ka osemaje me sesa no obenka aponche hu ka wo se kai krofo de ba otilo ne sem wana kro no eni emwa mienu teka mu but wo ma adwene enyepe odwan adwene yɛ different aponche adwene different.
So in the case of MPP NDC reasons like emponche, NDC behaves like Enyai. Now, the reason why NDC behave like Ojano is because say for a very long time they had been pushed to the wall. Adie bia what democracy mu a egu nipa nimu asibia say NDC for na eye. For example, violence in Ghana and in Ghana politics. Your boy NDC triswa we mom ye violent people. Omo ye to trafo and omo ye say and na de chi akoboko and omo koye yi election keke omo koye hwe say ye buru nkofo ye buru omo triswa tio and afi NDC for no omo ye say there be my yen behave differently na yen fan to mafoforo emfra etu hwe ya Professor Mills and John Mahama made that new NDC now and I attractive no. No, it's a positive thing. Now, if we da Professor Mills ne John Mahama, the new NDC no, a lot of enkofo no money NDC nyadwen. Ene ye ka NDC especially at the youth front no. Which means a lot of youth are interested in the party NDC than the MPP. Now, MPP and an efra odwan ngoma no. And as I say no. Wafa pataku de. Nti emponche neoma edwaman kwasiasem owe banche mpataku se sida so kra no okote adi. Se ya che ne se oye kronfo. Aponche ewia neoma obi akodi ni dwa besi wo odinanu akobum aponche hai okwa na wetwa nani no asaba no abewe okwa na wetwa nani enti akufodu wiade a wonsuro ni bibia yesa aponche omu wiade a omu nso oni aniwo omu ni fere odwan odi ababo ne ba ko pa o mabiem wo kan hai obekọ o mabiem ba akufodu de na so odin ni bibia te sa abrechire adwene da brut abrechire trimu no abrechire ba kwaku obi akọ wia sika ama camera esi ni so bisu nie wase nya ono a bibi obeye bia na bibi fo atimi akama atonkrofo timi say wey ens won say bisu nya ono a da. So you see I like how the money moa NDC sa odwan su no ene say ewiase ohun ewiase ye free bibi the order of the day. Yeah, you say mre dania na so adani hu bi kane no na Ghana for say mre dani se kufo aba to trasem ne neoma ewa ma yosemu aba fom na se kufo kọ na monya nipa se bi omkra omabeya ama omadanso ama ma yosemu edin anan kakane NDC wo ana mudi asesa etutra asem ani ye de ye kafa mo ho enioma mo ye chese bibia na ye na akwete se kane kura no ye bo NDC a obi fere kura se obe associated with NDC obi fere okwa santimamu a na obi ka se oye NDC ni a ani a ye de be hwe no Kumasi dwom no ene obi ka se oye NDC ni a ama 4 person mo engage no masa ye boje wo so wotumase because ye hu se nyansa ne adwen aka bomu ye adwuma ene me kura me tie kire no na ebe me din se magye di se ye frɛ obi doctor when NDC mu a enye honorary because na ye adwen yo mo se ye adwen ye se NDC for nya nipa omo animdifo but ene me metimi de me se me bu aka se animdifo e wa NDC mu no MPP were 1% krampo anka party nkenye enye enye book ya ka book make a book nimdie who follow mami wa wo yire pani ya mami Marita Brew Beautiful. I mean,
you follow
me
you know.
Me follow it.
Utie noa.
You Chese.
You are like
The analysis all you know. Who in MPP can have that knowledge and espouse?
MPP mo guess explain eslousu. Just on abin.
Si bebrebe.
Aye. 48. 48.
Woman 48.
48.
Woman with 48.
48. On no MPP mu nyina no, who you anu a no ma be fa frame apare.
Hey, and then birthday 76.
Frame apare bro 76.
Oh, there be there. Say football no nyam memma nkwa na ebo.
Kwadwo ya bu a eni frame apare. Oh, eni amani bu wa me dey make credit MPP for man penifo no ya na ma fere amomo. Di onu na ni ati kakra ya.
Wa anya sa.
Wa dey adani galamse.
Wa anya sa say esa na nkola no.
Sa eti cha tu dey yakọ so panina asamba.
So I think say NDC should revise the notes as and when. What must say? Say open natural or organic your friend is saying feelings and I say nyoma ebe boama campaign aye fine obi anka say nye but party no asifie bia mensem mum I was say binum so etimi adwen along the lines of how their opponents have been reasoning. What must say? Because Yakoba said there be a okwa ni Yakobo abefia. Bedru baby no.
Nana, the most dangerous aspect in say. Womo so a womo ye patapa takashiwo Akufo-Addo side no. They have learned how to steal and eat with individuals be at the other side. That is the danger now.
It's not dangerous.
Yes,
it's not dangerous because you see, Kwabena, I mean, pray. No matter how you try, say when MPP ni, wako wieska, when NDC ni, penio, akwalao, opa, momunko wieska nomne John Mahama ni. When Ghanaians decide to make John Mahama the president and force him to prosecute you, you will have no option.
I want the problem with no.
And your ma, ekosu aban we mu no. Power will slip off their hands. And yeah, NDC. NDC pekro mon koda. You can already so to let them at least sit up and go to work. But NDC, omo pekro mon koda. Power will slip off the hands of the MPP. And when you slip off, no, they will have no clue. By the time we are done with them, by the time the Ghanaian is done with them, no, they will now realize, say, oh, okay, so this is how Ghana is like. Sabreno, Sabreno. And yeah, this is for the beggar dog, ako chasing kofu. In fact, a mark ran a bequaku chase you, mema. A man a best sound by way. A ma and a bedi a corner nim. Or more, watching, obey say, oh, we would dear omunya a ye for a kinton a wa for ne, and mema na bia, ubi a wabunya meta dear, macho for ne sanko for no, they will deal with them. Also, crop for what's in a small boy. Immediately, I'll bet you crop for pet. Nibi. Yeah, yes, and NP. Also said the Nankwasini small boy Nebekuno. Sanity. It me and I'm a showman. The anger in the Ghanaian, no, or trying just one day to express that anger. It wouldn't say, and Sebikra will call demonstration in your manuma. I Ghana for channel in a way. Baby, imagine you almost say, let's just wait and show them where the power lies come 2024. And that time, no, Sadie na see 2020 no. Because they realize say you want to kill for power no. Kwabena, they will be met squarely. Any this na be organize it. And this way more. Me say etna Ghana ha see ye hwe NDC for we mu a de te wa na Akufo-Addo wa hand over to Kwasia odwan pa odwan aboadwan
so I'm so odwan kura be gina on be.
Oh yes, obe hand over to odwan a o chen no wo de hwe Akufo-Addo no obi chen no. So the Ghanaian is aware. That's why we say Ayana Ghana for social media. Omu tibi chabo NDC for ne pa. That
they should wake up.
Yes. The way omu chabo omo no. Akwa to say me feel say una abetimi, but say untimi a me ameye. That is where we are getting to now. And when it gets there, it's not for me or for you to go to wake a Sedun Ketia or Yamin or a Fifi Kwete or who or Sami Demfi or it's not for us to call them to go to work. What must I say? And even omo abandon omo duties krana, the Ghanaian is ready to face the street, them in the street. So maybe I don't want to give much oxygen to how the behavior of the NDC is, because I think say Ghana for him de omo pa omo nkoda me imagine radio so empo obi achew who cover forms akoye elections na woni de wo pese wo ye opa eni nkofo emu mo game sada ni bedru no ube dwane na emu ama one here will never quack or say got him. You know, maybe I won't worry myself. Bakwara,
yeah.
Now me pesenka saying on top Emma Kwaya and Keja. Me come kakrana and Keja me bumaketim.
Enka me a friend say NDC response na minim se on top say o twafa ho one anenka mabama chi one anenka media wi want to follow on press conference.
No, if your office nearby.
Oh, okay.
And I'm meeting tino been taking it, but in the course of the show I'll take time to go through.
Yeah. So what the country director no ne omo response. And
yeah,
omo response means say country director no politics.
Me anra me country director no mate. And even TV3 for crowd mo koye interview no. The first people are more publish the excerpts are more twisted, no. And Mpoko video no a different from the transcript, no. A MPP, a Patriot communication platform. That's where they started the whole thing.
Okay.
And I had opportunity to listen to Honorable Kwabena. former power.
I'll say join this the TV3 for the join this
interview. No.
Yeah.
Sabrante no report my TV3. And you want Dr. Kwabena do for interview do focus on no so he's not ready to work with the yeah.
So
that's the US for. Yeah, I'm friend BB Park we see BB. Me tie Dr. Kwabena do Donko. How the response at the Aba. But I didn't come I mention a tea for near her phone anyway. You should not go into no we may
so me meant
a former trainer. I want to so about to be answer.
I near go jo kwa na atache.
No. About and take crack crack. I say
na atache.
Go jo kwa mama ni. Me dinu no. Go jo kwa
mama. Mami aba wo New York USA. Ene enyume. Nana Senano, ne yedi nkomo. Me can say IMF. Say Kumasi a MP for baka so me fraudly.
Oh yeah.
Fraudly.
Yeah. Oka say we ansana sa interview we baso. Yeah.
Nana. World Bank.
Ka Kumasi for kro, na nye Kumasi for nyina.
Say. Let me cast MPP Kumasi. Because say fraudly. World Bank direct away or fraudly in MPP's language. Now, sometimes Nana Crawford be brain smart. Election a process and a event. Election rigging a process and a event.
In Sidako.
Na rigging no. E ananko fire so. Ananko send a senior two ni amana train to a rigging. Or the ballot papers ni be a rigging. And I see a two people a rigging. Ye cast election rigging na. Cyber eka home. This kind of a year communications eka home. Shade 2016. Shakwa MPP for fast so a reggae election. Omo make sure say yen ka semenya no kremfa mahama ho. Na yembo mwa Ghana for be jedi. Enti na nado dan kwa kufuado as a parliamentary a presidential candidate that MPP timi koto omuhu say even crowd the panel ni yan enough to me timi koto airtime na omo the MPP ni akotena so wenye host ne dia ne say 24/7 Monday to Monday.
I'm say peace FM crano me bi.
Monday to
Monday.
I don't know.
No, proud to 2016 no mo to airtime.
No mo to.
Oh, peace FM.
Oh, yeah, no happy.
I'm now mama MPP ni
akotena as a host.
Yeah.
TV stations no makoto airtime. So Monday to Monday, muka se mahama e kronfo, kase mahama e kronfo, mahama e corrupt, mahama koto dying, mahama koto ship. Ene Sankrofo no muka ye including Captain Smart. Timi betena TV so tinisiu say MP for na beka ye na omu nyina aka bi no mu di etro. Captain Smart. Na me ni list we ya adwen say bi Ghana ordinary Ghanaian na adwen ti sa aboa wo dwan.
But sir enye bonus say Captain Smart feel say oh adie we Because yes, kwasi ankwa and sesanadwene.
Nana.
Wo ya ade duru ba bi na se wo se ade we me hu se me anye ya I don't think
Nana Captain Smart nya kwala.
But Kwabena, me so I think say Smart ye minua and I reason along as say ye enua for na one we answer and what acting. What must say? Smart has a way of life. Sometimes no, he would allow for things to fester at a pace. Then he decides. He wasn't wrong, but I think say he didn't think rightly.
anyway.
Because Sebi on one
Nana.
will be taking a decision. It's by choice.
Captain Smart sabre na nyeso onim se ensema no ni followers ne listeners ebe believe esan se Ghana for do no ani de omuti o radio so no do no am verify no mbeje dinti no. He did that for a political gain.
So what you say omo eno omo media for said that
is it.
And you are citing him as
yes,
an
example. It was part of the rigging agenda. A element.
Oh, okay. On one captain,
Waka, he said it. He said it. Say, Mukasi and Koyese, Mukase, he was referring to.
What is it? Waka. Kennedy Japan. Oh, Mahama. Ofa Charlotte Sen, no dear Juma Mano. We are no Tiko Jaba, or Banon Swasum. Mummy and Vivium, a yano crack. Yetimi tanishi Mahama. Afei MPP ba bemu. Omo first 4 years am na come so. The money they spent making sure so mo tanishi for nyina hu senya no kre. Yeah, Dr. Amakutufo Amakuba.
Yeah.
But say MPP communicators are generally Oko Ashanti regional. MPP are making sure say the airspace in our media space in our no in favor anything called pro NDC or pro position because they don't want their people to hear the truth. Nana kesi den obi betimi ya bisa beka se Ketia market eye otumfo na kwaje bosia na osie
Neni padasani ajiedi.
Neni padasani ajiedi. Okokumasi radio stations Okumasi is more than radio stations Wakra.
Nipa da se ne atimi ajiedi.
Enti si den na Mahama ko capital.
Etimi ko ji hu achini.
Yes.
Eno ebo atwede wo radio so adaya otumfo asi ne
dwa na eye Mahama de.
Unim na o kasa uni wo mom kasa. Wo mom yi wo mom bo adaja do ka ho. Se o mom ba Mahama eni onu Ibrahim
Mahama a president not be asking questions. Yenya skakura fi na edisi a contract obi anim akra ha sebi obeka se Kwame Nkrumah interchange eye sebi gama anche na kwaje busia besi na nya Mahama obi an ho eye otumfo na kwaje but what they are telling them ye can radio so edit om ye nka no kra ma uhu and a part of the rigging agenda. Ukofa a year this World Bank. The statement I want making. Now me can say IMF. Mamino media me very sure. Say baby beba me be a CIA for ne FBI for say so me that woman will be found culpable because the way mami be a PR with the Ghana government on this IMF deal no bibi wom
ana obi de John Benjamin abano
John Benjamin people didn't know him
Juma omode John Benjamin be year 2016
na oye people didn't know na omo be na obebu say na sala porter say hwan na small e de no be hia People don't know.
That does a galam say no mutu go to normal.
William Ruto, Kenya new president, said they should come for more loans. IMFO is now urging them say they should come for more loans because your person will do sababe shem said ye kushinia etino what year so Ghana de won kwa kweshim today biaro they will have the interest. Tell me one policy ni ade baako a na do ba ya why ya a favor Ghana of what choose Ghanaians over foreigners. John Dramani Mahama nua Ibrahim Mahama as a private individual. Ghana has say any social corporate responsibility with missing dormitory over 600 bed. No they ache. And Crawford yade was somewhere yade wa fa Ghana mabunu ti omoka. Yante say Ibrahim Mahama weka wa do omoka da. Oye new business. Akwaje concession eba be to box site. Some concession crowd before crowd be chance in a call mines training outside Ghana. Munko siamra na mu amumbetu na munya ketu amfanhwa mu no mabusu amfanche chiri mukuru. Ibrahim Mahama yewe na nadu danko akufu ado baaye no wo so waje ode koma hwan ode akoma China we choose Chinese over Ghana. Ghana for no mutu gold and the previous administration do na concession aje. Yeah, they are Chinese and no mu A2. And that is the benefit they get.
But in terms of the kind of last and China.
But yeah, communication is key when it comes to election. Omeka say religion is the opium of the masses. I say someone here they chill do na adwene. And then communication is everything. And you don't joke with communication. And to papa the interview no ya the way MP before si mass room hey agin kwabiaba. Yeah, they blaming Mahama. But na yan hwa de. Mahama a married deal. $510 million. Build, own, operate and transfer. Mom say ade ne board into kwakwo ye rin okote a 30-member committee. Emma Philip Addison and na edi omanim. Eko Dubai, eko committee America. Omo komo plane ticket everything we to omo koda America for ne tuaye. Omo se aba na omo sa mo miska ko shopping. Omo buy no ade ase ne board $510 million yen konkwate so ne de akọ $1.2 billion. Emisata dampem minority Ghana for ye twa no ho a yesu no na MPP for parliament eko approve. Then this World Bank guy will come and tell us say Mahama Neboka. Mahama kofa car power. Car power deal was just 10 years. 10 years now after 10 years ye pay beto ye pomo de beko. Mahama NDC vision was secretaries. I de kwa koye. The government from taking the energy. Yen a preventing Ghana say yen generate a contract runs for sign. Ama ban the name Ansah and omudo say Ghana and say Ghana for the sumu and tiyan fan she work communion solve electricity challenge I war a doctor I can't say I have for pemono. I feel the be the kwama and the cocotono. So when the name Ansah, what was soon Ansah then to the Baba sign a take or pay. A agreement in be. Why? Then he come and tell Ghana for so Mahama and the can be and the guy. They be America. Adeba kwa na mind this we are mobile say. NDC Obama we blame them. Even NDC opposition we blame them. And every year about this government about when the tna say and no din he levy. At the NDC for my this team Kufu I don't know. Muntu wa de muntu omo muntu omo kwasua kafra wonu wo mo ba ya nka jose jai obi aka jose ade na ade ba no Ghana for issue say wa ban no this say ko appoint additional 6 ministers. Ghanaians didn't complain. at the core parliament. Ghanaian didn't complain. Emma MPP majority for approve. Ghanaian didn't complain. Name me blame me NDC for. Say NDC for now some stop you. And the MPP for no me majority or more parliamentar or more by this ministers in the coin. Ghanaian didn't see the sense. Say you blame me MPP because MPP in a territory. So NDC Obama we blame them. NDC opposition so we blame them. So you see the mentality, but then a bema and Crawford doing sir. A hona na hona they say kokore. A koko besi say that tribalism as someone ya can say akoko sachira kroma said day enya no fe. Akoko or sachira kroma said day enya no fe. Enti yes a NDC oba na aba beye nanka mandisi timi koko see this market Ketia market near the see o ade akura say nyo na see ye. Enti nipa na senya mahama na senya ndisi na si ya o si da cry appreciate say ndisi for cry bibi di amomo ho. That person will never appreciate. That person will never appreciate. So oh sir after remark any cry ni esi no 38 hospital cry mahama ene mahama ono ko kate so de me first face Kumasi airport ama plane sha say si anaju to anaju esa ko kate sword for second phase and san ufra bemu no ene yesinya mahama adwuma. This is what is going on because enkrofo na asioma son
na unim baabi a omode aduru ene ko cheke after the whole airport kura mo ko kacha igbefo no say eye wo mo na si no mo age adi
mo and the fools among them will believe
ayi hwe asamwanwa baabi ti se kotokraba na nanado awini sa constituency no na Mahama eluzu but I'm say NDC MP na wini ye and I was shocked because obia wafa Cape Coast ya wafa sa market no bia like how can nipa what sa constituency no eto abeti adwo Mahama how
this World Bank Muma Akufuado 400 and something million and obe disclose 200 million
we
are no cry no Ghana for na dey anu tum na afi I'm a World Bank no ma edin o
president oya kromfo
no ma edin
kromfo
no ma edin after this 430 million mo de ma Ghana during COVID 2021-2022 between June 2021 to July 2022 IMF a World Bank Esa Makufuado buying $930 million.
This same guy came out.
This same guy. And now Baba catch Bano Cram a country Ghana for say. Yeah, Laporte. Yeah, this Laporte. Yeah, this Cabise cry Amaye. Because he said one Casabu Manutu. And now Baba catch and say Akufuado buying. You a yes kana mo de my
la poor man
pepe
wadwa
okwa World Bank wo kata Kufuado ma utilize this kind of pepe no uko Dubai sa ambulance 26 no I say funded by what World Bank say sika by 2020 and now you were 2023 sa ambulance number but World Banker or mu give you value for money or my pepe bi am for babia mreko ambulance crack keke kwa went am for say
mreko wa conference am diska manu e fa medru
NDC for min one address or statement no
ene de na em say ginapo
very good so na bu ginapo e diaba but akwabra na kufu am so ye ton sa frɛ ye invite international election observers munyina mo mehwe abato ni bidie koso ni because wa no more draw my attention 2020 election what happened external election observers munyina by AU ni UN blah 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 on ba mu wie no report on the coin so yes election you can Ghana for 8 but election was credible and on the coin I say there is anything called World Bank. And normally this kanema abino. Na kano mo boni nyina we pay. IMF na this kani popo kani nyina we pay. Nobody sits somewhere and says so yeah. Baba buya akufu ade dia police for or the vigilante baba prayer ya ton sa first stand observe some mramwe they will come, they will see, they will have records. By the end of the day ombe describe bia say okay kufu fra ban mu ade be chairman akọ no de ne sa sha ase ne de single span pay policy at the buy Emma o teacher new police in an kwaji 2.5 million for the team 12 million. Professor Mills buy and one blame kufu. Professor and not event. Process no na sha ase no. Enti as soon as omo be you omutin crash them.
Me kwaba ni akọ your friend say Asin North. Chawa zubu akete mana se me nkobra ni enko Asin no.
Kan pese mbu akete nti. Your friend say energy sector you know.
Yeah.
Say Kwabena NDC for me miss enyoma no na kono a eye na ema obi esue wo etobi se wonyoma nya kono a sabi ekom de me kura mini enye se ekom de me nti wonyoma nya kono na mi medino ekom
membisa
me mpe membisa sha onyoma ma nya kono asema wonni fokura eho communication ya odin twi a wontinti ana se entiase a wonni ewo sa sector ni mu ana se ade ekoso no wontiase na so no ewo se oka bibi nti no begina badwam na wo kasa san de no enya de papa
me na me point ni say me de say me a san nk me nka san no mo ye ade no ni nyina ne say baby ane omo to ye me kasa nso no ne ma printing bebre bidinamu every voter region woti dambai bidinam so wo na means say me na me so me de me
because Kwabena
adamwa
adie way it does not have to take you 10 minutes to explain. It does not have to take NDC 10 minutes to explain this. Emergency situation demand emergency solutions. So edan demu a na wo pefofra so wo dan me de ye fato ho de obi ataye se obi a rent dan mostly ewo enkran ha yeti any baby aye wo even all over the world. So we die them now we pay die for fra. So we can negotiation because we baby do tito. You don't care. You can even choose to pick whatever. You can have several options. But so we need baby ya would do tibeto immediately. Yeah, kase ya say asebato. oye ne bi ato na wo pedan na wo ko gina ho ne ebo say one bedroom 2,000 you are likely to pay. That is if you have got the money. Meboa.
Yeah.
Now, and yes, Ghana wakania. Ena, yeah, pretty be to say ne. John Mama, one kasa say ye wakania in excess capacity no. Enye bia kanea ne ye wo no John Mahama nom tra kanea ni mu ama 2,801 communities ano muni kanea da no they got light say there were several other communities in Ghana ha omuni kanea it is a obronia na adwene mu ha this is la porte
obroni la po man
etimi bejira bedwam kase ye wo bibi efe no excess capacity ye akufo do brofo a you should know say he has been bribed to speak. You don't have to go revolving around it. Say we're attacking who is he? We're attacking who is he? In fact, internationally in Ukraine, you have to be guided by your principles. Say the way now Okasa, you know, when speaking to facts, you know, senye bibi na oma induce, enye inducement na akoswa. You won't be a World Bank friend is saying rep African rep. Ghana ha. Wabra one kasa wunim PDS. Ade a course between Ghana and America. The United States of America. Kromfo Akufo-Addo wey. Ajiji a prepaid scadi. Ama yesika $190 million. Asaka America for sika nkomode China yo. Aka omo ho. Why are they running away from say who is he? Lapo no why?
Na poor man.
Etino who the figures are better dwa. If you have nothing to hide, put out your figures.
I have an issue.
Now even if you have something to hide and sabi why now ya chew kra for better dwa. Million DC for the moya no every time and wonya energy a year expect now nim the ecoso jinaponya energy expect but no ministry and you say no by virtue of being deputy minister no wonim the ecoso nkrata na so sensan bi munya bibia ma no won kyerɛkyerɛm ma yɛnte ase mu a won te ase no what is me ha me enwema ni bi wo ha me nte ase a I don't force to go and explain but sabi dokuna ase ahye de obi anim se ayeden aben enye sa enti se what generate capacity kanea eket anea wa ha ama na broso meboa ba obi ni kanea wo so say is in excess We just say we ekusan way.
In abundance of water, the food is still tasty.
Yes, because we have fools. Sebusano.
Yeah.
Mumma John Jinapo. And cancer bako. Agreements no.
Any the
any the extensions thereof.
When you saw extend be by 20 years.
No, okay. Me papa.
What you be?
What you must say?
I ask her said there no. Oma extended by 20 years. Ansah. Oma extended by 20 years under the same contractual agreement.
Okay.
The same. The same. The same.
You know, clean.
Me kwaba. Live on Accra 100.
Your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa, Amama Huadane.
Refuse to grow, and young offense were back.
And what day immune system or Yankopon, and you're ready for Yadmusam Wayahubano, and Nasa Wunum Imbusaba Mesa, a Peja immune system, Nabribia, Yariantimu. Sasa dear, a month for the one, Eddie Imbusaba Mesa, Dodua dance yes, and Yarwa who ran Nipa and Nina Etimi Banaso, and Yarwa Cassian Kaya Wutini D and a honka. No, Yamwa. Suing you know, a way of buying every home. And now I'm pa, one dada, no monum doctor and Rono, and num imbusaba mesanoa, and Momo who are deep pinty. Ya omuntum pose, Yaria esumo. Imbusaba mesa, a walk kaisi, and you are may move bia your toe in row. At 0246 20 8496. FDA, I should say, Jedi and Cratry, what you have to say.
Was it Casamen Koyana? Quick credits, yes, say, Sikape and Nafum. Intina Yabasa, but church or young Bosia Bonshayan home. Would to me Babusia edifia Sia fee 1,500 Ghana cities. At the call, Nanyawu here no national ID. Won here sa ubetu susu. Won here awowa yen jisike bia nto ho. Won sanso here se. Won yen bebue futuo bia. Credits el wo homao. Say ye Jana wopese wudi. Ana wopese wo hye ejuma foforo ase. Ana say ye school fees. Ana ye Bosumi ejuma phone so ye wo bi mamo na mom kai say ye mobosia ewo internet so afen so romantic akrobia batan Bank of Ghana and Ansah ojumedie yimu enti tutumri kana freyen was 0302 200 390 and 0596 920 833. Quick credits, lending made simple. Kai said jumedie yin shishaye kakra wo ho.
Oh, say employee of the year. Charlie, what a remote. Me refuse last year, yeah, and I'm into me target. Charlie, now say I'm a pomodium some cry up perform correct, and I'll cast some so Afromax Central. Now what's so I share Afromax Plus as some game oh can you know I'm who they want from no the chum say me 90 minutes plus extra time. Oh,